Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome back to Jibber Jabber. I am your host, as always, Skajarmas, otherwise known as Tone Shift. With me today, we have a full house and a helicopter flying by outside my window. That's just great. First up on the list of people, we have a little crow flying around in the background, staring at us all with thoughtful and perhaps slightly confusing contempt. We have the beginnings of the British corner with darkness.
Pleasure to be here as always. Hello everyone.
We have Hades giving shifty eyes because he's worried someone's gonna come and stab him in the dick. Probably Neothil.
Yeah, I'll take a punch on the chin, but go that far, you might lose a
Oh
hand.
no, I should give you the full uppercut.
Next up, we've got a Soviet starfish staring angrily at the crow, and soon enough we'll be staring at our next guest, Paladin, who is staring into your soul.
Okay, that's my thing.
Big.
Yes, I know. That's what I just said.
Well, tone it down, will ya?
No.
Oh no.
Not gonna identify that. Next up on
You
the
can
list.
remove him now.
Next up, we have Luminous Starlight.
Arr, avast you mateys.
Why are you a pirate?
As he's turned into a pirate.
Ships will not be
Because I
spoken.
want to
Ships will not be spoken.
Because reasons, Tone. Don't judge her.
Because raisins.
Confused is what
I
am.
dubbed the Captain Lumina Starlight.
I say don't question her; she'll kick you in the dick.
He will do that. Let's see, where the hell did I leave Tom, though? There he is. Last but not least, finishing off the British corner, we have Tom 117C.
Don't
So,
worry, Thanatos. Your balls are fine unless you do something completely brazen.
so,
Yeah, you wouldn't want me to neuter you in front of everybody.
okay. So, how's everyone's week been?
Well, apparently my
everywhere.
Playing Dragon Age from scratch.
I have
It's
become
been busy.
I have become a hoarder of guns and valuables on my local Arma 3 Exile server.
And I am now going to keep Alice here between me and everybody else in the party from now on.
Yeah, you talk yourselves into these let's punch him in the dick situations.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As I said,
Yes.
you are the Han Solo of the group. You like making quips and comments, being a dick.
Yep, that he does. So, for the sake of context, so that everyone knows what the hell we're talking about, let's go ahead and launch into this week's FFD6 recap. Although, actually, no,
Oh,
wait,
boy.
hold on. Before that, I suppose I should really quickly point out why we weren't here last week. Last week I had grandparents over, and I was visiting with them, which is why there was no Jibber Jabber last week. There was an FFD6 session last week, though, so today's FFD6 recap will cover both sessions. So it might be a little longer of a recap than usual. So, to start us off then.
Well, we don't have very many topics today anyway.
Yeah, we got two, so longer topics are
Yes,
better.
and just to say something
Yeah,
to
that's
you,
fine.
Mr. Thanatos, I am a meat shield, not a dick shield.
But you're expected to protect his meat.
You are the shield. You are going to protect whatever I damn well
He
tell
is
you.
the shield that quite literally guards the realms of men.
What?
God damn it!
That reminds me of the Project Horizons, where the one Steel Ranger gets used as a
That's
shield.
a
but
good
not
one.
more.
Oh, that!
And that went right over my head. Anyway, so if you will permit
Because
me,
you're a twat.
Yep.
I beg your fucking lose 50 experience points. Anyway,
To be permitted.
so
That's not how it works.
bullshit. I'm the dungeon master. Now then, so recapping. So the
We fucked off Adam Rossum.
that's first along the short of it. The first session opened up with the party doing a bit of shopping as they were waiting for the plague that had afflicted Marasu to die down a bit after they finally struck down the source of it and saved the city, more or less. It took 3 weeks for the plague to fully sort of simmer down to acceptable levels and for the quarantine to finally be lifted, but following that, the party, now with Mika Solwyn tagging along as a permanent addition, left Marasu on a ship called the Seeker of Leviathan to finally head to the mainland after 10 sessions of stuff in one damn city. Took them a while. Anyways, so they made it to the mainland after some travel and a bit of adorable banter back and forth between Nee and Mika and character development and et cetera, et cetera. They found themselves on the shore and set off. And their first trip took them through the northernmost chocobo forest, which belongs to the black chocobos, of which Rocket happens to be, Rocket is a black chocobo herself. So, heading through this forest for several days of travel, they eventually crossed paths with some black chocobos who seemed wary of the group at first until they caught sight of Rocket, where they openly became aggressive and frightened, as if, they were actively scared of her, and made that perfectly clear by shrieking at her and taking up aggressive stances and flapping their wings in a back the fuck off gesture. Something, it was visibly hurtful to the poor bird. But before things could escalate between them, the motherfucking poachers showed up and shot one of the chocobos, a younger one, with a bow and arrow, forcing a combat to start, which is where the second of the two sessions opened up. The combat started, the wild chocobos fled into the woods, while the party were able to pretty swiftly deal with the enemies they had encountered.
I impaled a bunch of people.
Yes, you did.
One shot Mika, and then tried to run away.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah, Nee didn't take too kindly.
Yep, there were 12 enemies. There was a lot of back and forth. The party took a couple hits, but it was nothing too major, and eventually the villains were struck down until there was only one left, a little Elvon shit who conveyed some information to the party, specifically that he'd mostly been going along to try and get stuff to sell from the chocobos they were poaching so that he could have enough to support himself long enough to earn an honest living. Like, he had no intention of sticking with this permanently. So, while everyone was questioning him about what he was doing, what his buds were doing, Thanatos went to loot the bodies of the leaders and found a very familiar symbol to his backstory that made him less than happy. Barely able to contain his rage, he was just able to convince the poacher to fuck off and then dodged any and all questions the party leveled at him.
Out of character musings, are these the guys that killed his parents?
And you'll have to ask him
Nope.
to know that.
No
Okay, that's a
comment.
yes.
No comment.
Anyway,
Mm.
so following that night, as the party is resting following their scuffle and waiting for the morning to come, Thanatos has another meeting with spectral thingies. Sort of a
Spectral.
yep. And
I see that.
you very well might. Anyways, and following that, the same black chocobos that had actually run away from the fight actually emerged to the party's campsite, seemingly calmed down. And black chocobos are smart. The only breed of chocobo in the setting that's smarter than them are golden ones, and they're damn near impossible to find because as a result. So they hide all over the damn place and are very rare. So with all of that in mind, the chocobos convey a degree of understanding and even thanks to Rocket and the others, helping them survive those poachers before going back into the wilds, just about their lives as normal. The party then continued on their way, until they eventually arrived in the city of Lalato, a large Tarifelian city, which primarily serves as a big trade hub and an export for a wide range of things, gemstones and stone and wood and food from the large fields that run parallel to the rivers, and it also has, pretty sizable docks being next to a river. So, big city, a lot of people. They figured they'd stop for a bit, do some shopping. Neothil ran some personal errands, acquiring a dress and ordering another to act as a surprise for the future. No one else knows this. It's a secret. Hush. While Thanatos went and sought more information from the local the local innkeeper and barkeep at the local tavern, because as we all know in a fantasy setting, if you want to know something, just talk to an innkeeper. They know basically everything for some reason.
Well, apparently this one didn't know much.
Yeah, I tend to put
With the name.
Yeah, I tend to put a lid on that. I generally keep the clairvoyance of the barkeeps to a minimum.
It reminds me in Mass Effect 2, bartender on the Citadel, you go up to ask for rumors, he tells you to fuck off. Like, he's not a source of information. He just sells drinks.
Aw.
I'm pretty sure it's just tongue-in-cheek to, the Dragon Age series where, bartenders are breast given and such. Stereotypically.
Anyways. So, with that in mind... So, following all of that shenanigans, the party reconvened. Rocket acquired a wagon to carry the rest of the group in. Mika got some new armor, paid for by Alistair because he's nice. And and then Neothil proposed an odd suggestion to the group. We should all stay in this city for at least a week. She refused to explain why, but it's because she's waiting on said dress that she ordered, and it's going to take somewhere between 1 and 3 weeks to make. So she wants to stick around so that she can actually acquire it, and she's keeping the fact that she got these dresses at all a secret from everyone else.
Especially Mika, who is extremely annoyed.
Oh yes, especially from Mika, who is, as Hades just pointed out, extremely annoyed because with how Nee was acting, it's like she was worried that she had a fever or something was wrong. And he just continued to not say anything, just insisting, I'm fine, and
It was an awkward slash.
Mika even pulls out a spell just to check. It's like,
yeah, maybe
pulling a full-on Twilight.
Yeah,
Like,
and that is who she's based on, more or less.
I thought she was based off Misty.
Misty is not as adventurous as would be required to function well in the Final Fantasy setting, so I based her more on Twilight than Mika, than Misty. Besides, Misty was already kind of based off of like a hybrid of Fluttershy and Twilight anyway, so...
Why do you think she didn't have armor for this adventure?
Well, you bought her armor.
Exactly.
So now
Get it eventually.
So now she'll actually be able to take a hit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she has 88 hit points, so...
Again, that's still with
Still
little to no armor at the first fight we had there. And the fact that apparently everybody says, you know what? Let's shoot the cat girl.
I mean...
Because nearly every single one of the enemies we ran into in that forest was shooting at her.
Neothil will remember that.
Yes. It was a foolish attempt to kill off the healer, especially when one of our members likes that healer.
And yet again, I said it in the thing, and I still say it again. Nobody ever attacks me.
You're basically like, oh no, they have a
I guess
cyborg
I'm just
chocobo,
too scary.
a paladin, a ranger, a white mage, and
the big
dark
guy
knight
with
looking
a
fellow.
scythe and a sword that shoots fire.
Are you the Saitama in this story? Where they think,
No.
hey,
I am not Saitama. I do not freaking just go
well,
around.
you don't have the one punch,
one-shotting
but you
him.
have the one flame of death. Nothing.
If I
most
was
things never
Saitama,
survive
I
that.
wouldn't be. If I was Saitama, I wouldn't be quipping all the time. I would just be going, "Yeah, poachers suck."
And you'd be bold.
Consecutive normal punches.
Yep.
But a warning, you will be bold.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. But yeah, so following that, the party reconvened at the pub that Thanatos had sought information at. Were able to rent rooms after doing some convincing to let Rocket sleep inside. Because, she's a big cyborg chocobo. They're generally not allowed to sleep in inns. They're generally supposed to sleep in stables. But they were able to convince the guy for, just one night, at least.
Maybe for future nights we could convince that guy Ataraka that keeps the black chocobos to house her.
At any rate. So, following all of that, the following morning comes, and Rocket stepped out from her room, and surprise, surprise, she was suddenly met face-to-face with Inata, a Tarufel from her past that she had known quite well and was good friends with, and they'd hugged and been happy, and we ended the session with them sitting down to get caught up on what all they missed with each other, so... Yeah, there you go.
Neothil spent the night just kind of sitting and sulking.
Because everyone kept giving her shit.
So, besides all that,
She is
Bought it on
imploding because she's realizing that she has to keep this in and this secret from Mika for up to 3 weeks, maybe 5.
It's about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Before we move on to the next topic,
She's
everyone
happy.
who took part in this, what was your favorite moment?
I'd actually like to
this
know that
session?
too. Yeah.
Of this session or the whole thing?
Of the session.
Well, this any session. It's up to you since we're doing two.
I'd say this
But
session.
this one.
Of
maybe?
this session, obviously, that bit where me is confronted by everyone.
It was delightful
Everyone-
for me to listen in on.
It was just
I am not adorable.
The dress lady
Oh.
saw right through you.
Oh yeah, right away.
Everyone saw right through her.
I'd say Nee's not real great at keeping secrets or acting, apparently.
She is a ranger who's told, "Hey, go shoot that thing over there." Okay, and now she's doing this. She's confused.
It
and
appears I'm not
knows
the
what
only
she's
one
doing.
pointing out the obvious.
She's
Eh.
completely out of her element.
Yes.
Indeed.
She's not.
You, Haley?
When it comes to negotiations, she's not usually the one. She's usually guarding the person doing the negotiations, and as for the romance part, once again, just completely. What am I doing? Please help.
Indeed.
Send help.
As far as my favorite of this session, I'll have to say it's the fight with the poachers, considering that I was the one doing most of the damage at that point.
I mean, yeah, you have
Oh.
the highest magic attack score, and you have magic. to throw
And
around.
mine can affect a group, so that's
I
double.
avoided
more
a
than
kick
one.
from
Yeah.
a chocobo that was injured.
Well, it was an adolescent, and it was doing it more out of fear than actually trying to hit you.
I know, but it was an attempt to kick me, but I managed to.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what-
You just
I'll
got
tell
out
you
of the
what-
way of that.
I'll tell you what don't make a damn bit of sense. How is a giant cyborg chocobo so fucking hard to hit?
Final
Do
Fantasy.
not question
she's
not
fast.
birth.
She's
Also-
a soldier. She was built to be a soldier.
Yeah.
And Chocobo is naturally fast anyway.
I mean, yeah, that's why they're basically the horses of a Final Fantasy setting. Yeah, rockets
so
fast.
freaking big.
Can't
Jeez.
fly yet.
Don't
It's like a
underestimate the size
chicken.
of the creature.
It's
But
like,
big.
it's like a chicken, but big, smart, and it can neuter anything.
May I give an honorable mention to Luska?
Oh yeah,
And
maybe
all
because-
one fact.
because yeah, just as a recap for anyone who's forgotten, Luska is a dancer back in Marasu who Neothil tried to hit on once and got shot down pretty much immediately.
And besides, may I
But
point
but
out
but,
a-
but ever since
theory.
then, periodically, whenever Neothil's been having interactions with Mika, romantic interactions or whatever, Luska off to the side, I keep having these little cutaways to Luska just commentating on Nee's progress, just like, "Well done, little suitor," when the feelings first started bubbling up. And then today, when Mika was like when they were crossing the bridge, and he accidentally annoyed Mika with something she said, and immediately tried to correct it. By saying, it was something to do with flying, and immediately tried to correct it by giving this extremely cheesy compliment. Like, I always feel like I'm flying with you when I'm with you, and it's super cheesy and awkward and cringy. And meanwhile, Luska's like, no, that's too much. That's too much. Stop, little suitor, stop.
and then me just had to resist jumping off a bridge to escape.
And besides, may I point out a fact, an interesting little fact, Hades. There's a theory that if a T-Rex is still alive today, not even an Olympic sprinter could outrun it. And that thing is fucking huge.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense because I got giant legs. I got a longer stride.
Exactly. It's all about the stride. And her animal instincts, I guess.
I mean, running is one thing. Being able to dodge is just like
I can't believe you bring this up now where she also managed to...
her
survive
avoidance is
that,
11.
Then get hit by the lightning.
Most of the rest of us are like maybe 5 or 6.
Hey,
To be
Okay.
fair, T-Rexes have little arms, big heads and
Whoa.
little arms. So if
Yeah,
you got
that's
in a
what-
corner,
Hmm.
they wouldn't think their plan was very well thought through.
Yeah, but they got a great big
Points
head
if you
for
get
They
that
could pretty much
reference.
smash through most stuff if the way
That-
hungry.
I have a feeling that's from Meet the Robins.
Yes.
Yes,
Yay, I got a point.
absolutely.
I haven't
So
seen that
you
in
get
fucking
nothing. Good day, you lose.
Oh my god, no, it's just.
right, well,
Although there was that And then there was that one moment where that one guy wanted to buy Rocket.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was
As they were entering the city, there was what looked to be like a black chocobo breeder or something like that. He had it set up himself set up like
Darkness,
least,
your mic is going buzzy.
yeah.
So
He was like temporarily set up on the bridge to one of the city's gates, and like he saw Rocket and was like, "What the fuck?" and tried to buy her. It's like,
No.
is the bird for sale by any chance? And everyone on the side with us like, no.
And he was very.
I mean, hold up. How much are you offering?
And then I threatened to kick. And then I threatened to neuter Thanatos.
It was a joke.
We do not care how much you offer. The chocobo is not for
It was just a joke. Guy can't make a fucking joke, apparently.
It's a very poor taste joke.
Yes.
I never
How
said he
about
had good
Will you
taste.
take a loan?
And there's your problem.
He was raised by a fucking
matter-
Dark Knight who's probably got the freaking humor
and this
of a
is
rock.
why you are the Lancer, aka the foil.
Yeah,
It works in the group composition and TV tropes.
yeah. Caius had the equivalent sense of humor of a pile of mossy bricks.
Did Thanatos ever like constantly try and make him laugh? Is that why he's just making all these crap jokes constantly?
Well, when you walk around with a guy who's constantly scowling and breaking stuff, I mean, he wasn't the brightest of people. He was always just like, all right, let's get this shit done. Let's kill this. Let's break that. Let's kill this guy. And work on your shit. Thanatos, quit fucking lagging back there. Let's go.
Thanatos, quit playing with the chickens.
Quit playing with the quit playing with the chicken.
Whenever
Wait,
you did
no,
something
those are
wrong, Daddy
geese. Stop
Bias
playing
would
with the
give you a
geese.
The geese fight back, bitch!
Stop calling the geese chickens.
I got
Look
that
it
from
up.
you.
Shut up.
But you
She's
called
not
them
calling them
chickens.
ducks.
Shut up. Oh my god.
Look at
As
all
for-
those chickens.
As for me, which is a bit difficult because there's a lot of happy moments, but I do say when
You're
Rocket
like-
met up with her friend.
Is it darkness? You might want to unplug your mic. and
Your
plug it
mic
back
is
in.
Oh, God damn it, hang on a
really
sec.
not
Have
playing.
you tried turning it off and back on again?
I mean, there's a
Stop
reason.
with
I
that.
mean, there's a
You
reason.
offend me, Luna.
I mean, there's a reason they. There's a reason they make that suggestion. It's a good suggestion. It fixes a lot. You'd be surprised.
Did you try working the shaft?
Classy.
Oh boy.
Knee doesn't work, that shaft. That's not a thing.
Yeah, she kind of made that pretty clear whenever I dragged her drunk ass up the stairs.
We have a
Up the sta-
visitor.
Yes,
I
Lord
don't
Guru.
swing that bar door.
Hell, take his coat.
This is not a place to quote Team 4-Star. No matter how quotable.
I was
No,
gonna
no,
stop
no,
them
no,
anyway.
no. This is not. No, this is not the place to do that. Stop it.
Aw,
Original content, people. Original content.
Please support the official release.
Yes. Exactly.
As for Tom, don't you remember that wonderful night where you got shot down, and then
I already
drunk off
quoted
your
that.
ass?
She said she doesn't swing that barn door, which was her attempt to saying my barn door doesn't swing that way, which is a quote from Fallout Question.
But she was drunk as
Yeah.
fuck, so.
Yeah.
And then she
But
took an arrow to the
anywho-
knee.
Yeah, she took the arrow
My
before
favorite.
that.
Now, if you can hear me without the staticky bollocks. I say, out of all the moments of this, because it was a really fun session, I did like how it ended when Rocket met up with her old friend.
Rocket also
Yeah.
got
That is
caught.
just yes.
I feel like
Yes.
that's going to keep us occupied for a while until.
It's here for a few days, not a full week though.
Why, it's official then. We must not let Rocket friend die. We must protect him at all costs.
Oh, I'm
We
sure
don't
there's gonna
want
be
to
a
see a
moment
broken
where-
chocobo.
He's
Will
in a
tear me
town
apart.
surrounded by a giant cyborg chocobo and a bunch of other guys. Like,
I'm
Who's
sure
gonna be-
there's going to be a moment where Rock's going to have to choose. Does he go with our old friend or stay with
This
us?
is D&D. Final Fantasy Edition. Anything could happen.
you see,
not
there's
wrong.
a good, there's a good question that Tom put out. If you found the old merchant friend, does Rocket stay with him or stay with us?
Up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, stay with us. Otherwise, there's no more rocket.
Otherwise, there's no more rocket.
Yeah, and Rocket's got a couple of things she needs to do. And
Well,
things
first
she
things-
needs the group for.
Yeah.
Anywho, who?
Anywho,
Anyone else?
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I wasn't there. I don't get a favorite moment.
I mean, if I had to
I
pick a
mean,
favorite
anyone
moment,
in-
if I had to pick a favorite moment myself, I would have to agree with Tom's when everyone was confronting Nia and she was just getting increasingly flustered as everyone, especially as Mika, just tried to figure out what the fuck was wrong with her to the point that she cast detect magic to check for enchantments or curses or mind control.
you know,
Mm.
I was half tempted to try and sneak around and follow Nee without her seeing to see what she was doing. I was
then you would
tempted.
have definitely gone a punch in the bollocks.
Then you got Alasaya just.
Just imagine this scenario, guys. I'm trying to sneak, and Tone says, "Okay, roll me a stealth check." Critical failure for this town because apparently every time we come to a town, normally I get a critical failure in some way and fuck everything up.
I
I
tell
get
you
a
what,
critical failure. I trip over a deal of rope, and then he just turns around and says, "The fuck are you doing?"
and then he uses that rope to tie you to a lamppost.
Tie me to a lamp. That's a little extreme.
Hey,
Try
at least you
for me
didn't
now,
fail
bitch.
that rope check.
May I just say, Nee, as much as you are a terrific shot, you're a terrible liar.
Indeed.
She
And
is
she's
a
going to have
very
to
bad
lie to all of us, including Mika, especially Mika, for about a month.
Yeah,
At least in
Nee
game
is-
time.
Yeah, Nee only realised how long it's going to be on that, and she isn't happy. She's just imminently, like, it's imploding like a supernova.
It's like,
Mm.
oh no, I have to. Oh shit.
Pretty much, because potentially up to a month before they get to, like, Amoro, was it?
Animo.
Animo.
The Academy.
To Animo, the Academy City, where at which point she has to find a place to actually set up this potential date. Then she has to present these to Mika, take Mika there, and it all has to go completely fine without anything exploding in the meantime.
Good luck.
And hopefully not being
What's
followed
gonna
by-
happen is Tom's gonna get like everything ready, and then it's gonna be the most important part of the date's gonna happen, and he rolls a critical failure. The entire fucking city gets attacked.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that attack is
Everything's
happening.
on fire, motherfucker.
No, you see,
well,
here's
that's happening. You just find me
Wow.
like, in the fetal
That killed
position
the
under
mood.
the table.
here's
Romantic dinner turns into a bonfire of buildings.
no, you see, here's what happens. They're enjoying their dinner at the nice restaurant. And they're all really happy. Then Nee starts going. It's like, okay, I'm gonna tell her. And then as soon as she starts getting up the courage, in comes a bunch of like, I don't know.
In comes Thanatos to be a twat.
Well, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say like raiders.
ju-
or what-
Like, there'll
Here
be
comes an army of angry bandits.
no. I can picture.
No, here
there'll
comes an army of here comes a big mariachi band just playing Mexican music at their table.
and they're
Yeah.
oh no, okay, that'd be funny as hell. Then a big mariachi band. Nee
The
goes,
way I can
like,
picture
and
this.
what the fuck are you doing here? Oh, we got hired by some guy. What guy?
Yes.
What guy?
just a bunch of
Mommy.
a Mughal mariachi band, a Mughal mariachi band.
A Mughal mariachi band, and you asked them.
The only advice I
A
could give
meme that
readers-
happens. Tone, I don't care when. That just needs to happen randomly in a high tension moment.
That'd be funny as hell. And
I'll
see,
take
Nee
it
goes up
under
to the-
advisement.
Nee goes up to him and just asks, "Okay, what are you
Nee?
doing? We got hired by who? This guy in dark armor with a scythe on his back."
Meanwhile, there's Thanatos hanging from a bloody balcony. Go, hey, you two should kiss.
Hey, you two should kiss.
Just off in the crowd, and then Mika and Nee just are like, just
Word of
immediately
advice,
lock
Nee.
eyes on me. Like, oh,
Mika
shit.
cast gust. It is super.
It was super
Oh.
effective. And then Nee just shoots me in the shoulders.
I don't think she'll have a crossbow at that point.
I only have these word of advice.
Okay, you can throw a
Don't
freaking
make it
dinner
awkward,
knife at me or whatever.
and do
I
not
have
drink
fundaments I
alcohol.
can throw stone. Throw a stone at you. Or a bottle. I'll just get a bottle of wine and throw that at you.
Too much alcohol means oh no.
Oh, no.
I could just. Again, I've been
Kirby,
turned into like the
follow
freaking
the
punching
belief.
bag of the team.
I cannot wait for us to get to that bit in Academy City.
Well, we'll see if that even transpires. I need to decide if I even want to have a Mughal mariachi band.
Well, I wasn't talking about the Mughal Mariachi band. I was talking about just the general setting.
Actually getting to the city, right?
Getting to the city, giving the dresses, going date. There you go.
Mighty city.
And then Thanatos possibly falling.
And if
And
enough
then-
time has passed and considered appropriate, and trying to like come up with the courage to say those words.
Anywho.
Oh, you got a month to.
I think
Those
that'd
3
be
words that'll
interesting.
probably petrify them both, and then just cause blushing and awkwardness.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to the reading of Little Wings. Tom, I hate you.
Oh, you're a bit late, so join the entire crowd of people with the
I gue-
pitchforks.
I guess we're going to improvisation for now so that you can talk about that for a minute.
Yes.
You know, I'm sitting at work, got my fucking headphones in, I'm listening to the reading, everything's going fine, there's a wedding, and then fuck you, Tom.
And
What do you
then.
expect? He's British. We British do shit like this now and then. You should
And then-
see-
Let's
I mean,
see,
that guy.
No, you see, I fully expected it when there was the random detail of the Griffins. I'm like, that's out of place. That's out of place, and I know something's gonna happen. You have introduced Chekhov's gun. It is mentioned, therefore something is going to happen with it.
Yeah, mentioned, then dismissed as no longer being a thing, and then it is a thing.
We are known for our comedy and our dark shit.
And then
used to it.
and then they are no longer a thing because they murdered a person.
Oh dear.
Indeed.
A
Oh, no.
certain person who is the reason why I assume
It's not a
Mr.
party until
Patrick's
someone's dead.
is so mad at me.
I mean, it's not a riot until someone throws a chair.
Okay.
And it's not a wedding until someone takes an arrow to the knee.
It's
mean-
Lumina.
I didn't explore like you wanted till I took an arrow to the knee.
Let's just hope things for Mika and Niga a little better than how they went there.
It'd be terrible if that's how
It doesn't
weddings were
involve
decided.
finding a super powerful person, like Alicorn level magic person, to go in her head to try and figure out her memories. 'Cause
Nice.
who are you? I don't
There's-
remember anything because I was dead.
Tom. Something magical just got in my head.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
during
no.
the during the date
Yerk.
with Nee and Mika,
Oh god.
freaking
Oh fuck, here it
Nee
comes.
just sees Penumbra in the crowd.
That would suck.
Right.
Fuck.
Also, thank you for the idea.
Oh,
no.
Yes!
Yeah.
Before Tom loses his mind.
Like, Mom, could you wait 5 minutes? Otherwise, just feed yourself to Leviathan or something. I don't care.
It's like, Mom, could you just give me a second? I'm trying to tell my somewhat girlfriend thing that I'm.
Ping. Ping. Bahamut curse you.
Oh man, that'd be great. That'd be funny as hell.
Hmm.
It would actually probably be dramatic as hell because there's this happy moment and then all of a sudden Neothel's having a fucking panic attack.
So Isla dead on the floor in a vision, having a fit. God damn it.
If there's any reason why these two should not wed, maybe
Mika freaking out.
or ever hold their peace.
Penumbra comes in and says, yes, about that.
So Penumbra's like, hey, I can finally talk to you again. Was I interrupting something?
Every fucking wedding I do, there's
But
always
noticing the
someone
dress.
ejects.
She's like, hold my beer.
Would, out of
should we move on to
curiosity,
the next session, or
we don't really know who Penumbra is, but from what I've gathered from her so far and who I think she is, would she feel, if that suggestion of the asshole over there did happen, would she feel particularly guilty about it?
About what? Could you reword that a bit? I'm a bit confused.
Penumbra interrupting the date?
I mean, I don't know.
You get that? You don't know. That's
She,
a good sign. You don't even know.
she has higher priorities than whether or not you're currently in the middle of trying to woo a cat lady.
Me disapproves of this.
You'll figure out Penumbra's priorities whenever it is you meet her. And just remember, that's not even her name in the setting. It's just a nickname you're all giving her.
I know. Well, we're calling
Well,
up
you
Penumbra
won't
because
tell
that's...
us her name.
Because
That's
she
her
hasn't told
sources.
you.
Well, that's her source material's name, and we don't know her real name, so for now it's Penumbra until otherwise.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Anyways, we managed to make it to 35 minutes in, so that went well.
Remarkable.
So, we do have only one other topic to actually go to at the moment. And that, of course, is the continuing adventures of Crimson the Dragon. Darkness, take it away. Make us laugh.
First, though, a little bit of a recap. They managed to vanquish the wicked old man who almost killed Crimson with his evil dark powers. And also made a few new friends, which are a few goblins. Which the rest of the party question, except for Crimson, she's just enjoying every moment because they seem to praise her and even offer her lots of lovely treats and gold. They keep her well fed and give her gems and gold. She's happy.
Nice.
So now they have to figure out what they're going to do with these goblins. Which it appears that they were talking with Crimson, not including the rest of the party. Mirren did try to walk over to see what they're talking about, or even see if they could come in on the conversation, but then the goblins just looked at him with an angry scar, and he's like, all right. Because as they put it, don't like man thing. Charming. And then Crimson starts walking over and tells them what's going on. So, what are you and your little goblin friends up to? I have some slight good news. I don't like this. They are not going to kill you because I kind enough to not permit them to harm you. And they just bought that. Pretty much. So, slaves to mighty dragon. Oh, we're slaves now. Thanks, Crimson. You are a wonderful dragon around. Don't get any ideas, Red Mage. I don't want that kind of slave. Oh. Yeah, he was thinking the naughty, as he does. Anyway. Instead, the goblins will help us escort through the forest, for there are many other dangers. Wait, what do you mean, help escort us? I mean, a few of them would come along with. How many? 4 more extra members won't hurt. They only go with us through the forest, of course. Then they will not leave it. But whenever we show up, they be waiting for us. How the heck do they know? Hey, we share sort of a strange bond for life nonsense. Well, there's only 4. And do I dare ask, who are they? Well, of course, the little scout we bump into. Oh, yes, Scout Scree, wonderful. And someone they known as Hob. Hob? What kind of fucking name is that? And as soon as he said that, this great big freaking muscular-looking goblin came walking over with a huge freaking mace-looking hammer thing. Oh, Hob, as in you mean hobgoblin? Yes. I hope there's no problem with that. He's not much of the talker. He just and all that. Okay. That's nice and all, but I don't think the hob. I mean, of course he can express. He just has a creepy, satisfied smile face. And who else? There's another one of the small goblins. Which you look at it. They look at the goblin. They see it was wearing a robe and has a little staff. Great. We've got a fucking mage goblin now. Wonderful. He better not hit us with his goblin magic. Foolish human. I'm she. Oh. Ee. And then she jumps up and whacks Mirren on the head. Ow! What was that for? Insulting me. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were a sensitive one. You're lucky, servant of dragon, or I vaporize you. Charming. And who's the fourth goblin? Not exactly a goblin. Something came charging towards the mage goblin, and it appears this mage goblin has a companion, which is also a wolf.
Ooh.
Tell me, is the wolf big enough that the mage goblin can ride it like a horse?
Well, let's see. You have a wolf. You have a pet wolf? Foolish human. It's no pet. Mighty companion. Even lets me ride it into battle. To know. And what's he or she's name? I call him Wolfie, of course.
Woofy.
10 out of 10. Best name for a wolf. I personally would have gone with Waffles.
Well, Wolfie, nice to have you along. And he grabs him. Wolfie don't like human. Oh. Right. Best not touch, he may bite. Okay. I can think of many reasons why he doesn't like people. Yeah. Keep killing his kin. Well, if they don't attack us, then we wouldn't be killing wolves. Who says they have to attack for you to kill? Oh. Right. Anyway, you're going to escort us through the forest where exactly? They've been telling me of an interesting temple. Wait, what? Don't worry, we're not going completely off the trail, but just having a little look in. But that's not part of the plan. Our main plan was to get to, let's say, a town that requires our assistance. Oh, they can wait. It won't take long. We're literally going to walk past it. That's it. So we might as well have a little look in. You just want to go there, don't you, for something? Am I correct, Crimson? What gave you that idea? Hey, Scout Scree, you like to inform us? Me don't speak to you. You may tell him. Yes, I will. Oh, great. Great. They get permission from her, but not us. Wonderful. We hear from mighty stories of past. Great treasure lies within, but no one's ever made it out alive to actually get a hold of this treasure. Wow, that doesn't sound dangerous whatsoever. I say we avoid it. That is unwise. Are you kidding me? Listen, we're not going in there for any reason for some random treasure. It could also be a death trap. If there is treasure in there, there's going to be traps. And are these goblins going to come in and help us defuse those traps? Nah, they're way outside to guard the entrance. Oh, so we're going to die.
Yeah, pretty much. So this is probably going to go. Right?
But they say it's not trapped. How do you know that? Scout Scree actually ventured in there at one point. There's random scribbles on walls, but that's about it. He can't read them. That is where you come in, Elf, since you know much of ancient languages and also have a good history of reading them. Oh, thanks. But could we not go in there? We're going into the tomb, and we're going out. It's simple. Just don't touch anything, especially you, fire mage. What? I didn't do anything. Everything you touch, you set on fire. I do not. Okay, that's okay.
That's
You
a fair
got me
point.
there.
That's a point. Fair point. Fair point. You got me.
Dwarf, watch him. I ain't your fucking watcher. So after that, they did take him towards the cave, and lucky he didn't bump into any trouble. The goblins wait outside, where they follow into this cave to find there is a temple within it. So who puts a weird-looking temple in a cave? Well, from looks at the size of this place, you could pretty much fit in a city in here. They really wanted to keep top secret and hidden. Well, they failed if that little goblin found it, and anyone could find it then. Anyway, who wants to go in first? I say the human. I am not a human. I am a Janus. Don't care. You got fiery spells. You go first. Great, now I'm a torch. Exactly. You know your purpose in life.
Love Crimson.
You know, that kind of reminds me of my role every time. He's like, "Hey, Thanatos, how about a wisp?" Snap.
Yeah.
Remind me of Black Clover.
Right, if I know me tombs, careful where you tread. Do not touch anything that looks fancy. You could set off any nasty booby traps. And we should be okay. They entered into a room, and it was definitely a strange room. There's all inscriptions all over the walls of this place. But one definitely was most noticeable because it was actually carved into the wall where the other random scribble what people put that used to be here or whatever was there. So, what does it say? My eyes do behold treasures untold. Did you just rhyme? And with that, all the doors began to shut.
Uh-oh.
Aston, what did you touch? I didn't touch anything, I swear. I'm just a human here. I mean, the genius. Damn it, you got me saying it now. Hey. There. Calm yourself. It's just a little door shut. Nothing I can't handle. So, does it have a mechanism to open it? You look around, there's no mechanism. Okay, brute force it is. She went to go and smack it, and nothing happened. It didn't even budge. A locked door is mere child's play to me. Allow me to handle this. This should be good. As soon as he charges a huge magic power spell, it hits the door, but then it just evaporates to nothing as there seems to be a barrier on it. Wow, that was unexpected. You were saying? Oh, shut up! I swear my powers have just been nerfed. It appears being in jail I've got a bit rusty. You were only in there a few days. Exactly, rusty. And then in the center of the room, there's the orb of light getting bigger. I don't like this. Oh, great. Now what is it? If it's another sorcerer, I'm not going to enjoy this. And instead, it was a weird-looking, glowing orb in the center of the room. Do we touch it or what? And then the orb began to speak.
Ooh.
Welcome, foolish venturer, to the tomb. Here you may find what you seek, or may perish at your own risk. Oh, fuck. I ain't gonna like this. To escape this room with your lives, you must answer the riddle. Oh, fuck. I hate riddles. Shit at them. Is there anything besides burning stuff you are good for, Red Mage? Don't answer that. Oh.
Crickets start chirping.
Goody. What do you mean, goody? We're gonna be asked 3 riddles. Oh, don't worry. I'm good at riddles. I like. Wait, you know riddles, Mira? Of course. Well, okay. Your life is in your hands. Riddle away. But what are the rules? You must answer the correct answer to this riddle, each one in a minute. If you do not, let me guess, we perish. Yes, I get it. Then please ask me, what is the first riddle? Very well. We all believe in you, Mirren. Many have heard me, yet nobody has seen me. I won't speak back unless spoken to. What am I? Pfft, that one's easy. An echo. Correct. Hey, you are pretty good at this. You could actually do it. All right, calm down. And not does I need to focus what this orb thing's going to say. After all, that's only one. What's the second one? I weaken all men for hours each day. I show them strange vision while you are away. I take you by night. By day, take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack. Oh, shit. Well, Mirren, what's the answer? I don't know this one. You're kidding me! You have 60 seconds. You have at least 50 seconds to comply. Wait, hang on. No. You said for each of you. Oh shit. Come on, Mirren. Time's ticking. 40 seconds remaining. Shut up. Give me a moment. You only have less than 40 seconds. 30 seconds. Shut up! I swear, if I die through a stupid riddle, you're so dead. I will kill you before I die. I mean it. Okay, Crimson. 20 seconds. Wait, can I pass to someone else? You may, but it doesn't restore your time. 10 seconds. I pass to,
Dream?
Dolan. Me? You have a minute to comply. Oh, come on. Come on, you dwarfs whine now and then. You've got to know a rhyme. Mead! Idiot! It can't be as easy an answer as that. Shut up, am I correct? You are incorrect. Damn it! What I lack. Go! No, damn it. Pass to me. Are you sure? Yes. The elf? Let's see. You have a minute. I know. Is it day? No. Sleep. Is it sleep? The elf is correct. Oh,
I had a
Hey.
feeling.
oh my goodness, my heart was beating by the 1,000. But now it's time for the final riddle. Oh, this is going to be the hardest one. Oh, joy. This is where we die. Shut up, Aston. You're not helping. What is it that we love more than life? Fear more than death. The rich want it. The poor have it. The Mers spend it. And the space riff save it. Spend with save it. Oh, shit. You have a minute to comply, Red Mage. Me? Fuck! Ah. Do you know this one, Mirren? Don't pass to me. How many seconds do I have? 5. Don't pass to me. I don't know this one. Ah. Elf, what about you? You have like, she has 45 seconds. You, I don't know either. Sorry. Don't even ask. You have 50 seconds yet.
Okay, can you fast forward a bit here because you only got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, this is getting to the end, don't we? 40 seconds remaining. I don't know. I don't know this one. I don't even know riddles. Hey, Red Mage. Kind of speed it up. 30 seconds. Wait. Nothing. Huh? I know you don't have nothing, Crimson. You're not helping. No. Hey. Orb of bullshit. Is it nothing? She is correct, despite her rudeness.
Ooh.
Does that mean we live? Yes.
Woo.
Oh, the doors will open. Oh, thank goodness. Now let's get the fuck out of here. Wait, what about treasure? Only one can claim it. And it is you. Me? Huh. Is it because I answered the riddle correctly? You are the last to answer yes. Okay. But the others must leave. Oh. Okay. Good luck, Crimson. So, what is it? I leave to you my final riddle. That's the treasure? Silence, insolent dragon.
Burn the whole dimple down.
You must keep it after you've given it. And with that, the orb just starts to get smaller, then a flash, and it's gone. What kind of riddle is that?
You must keep it after you have given it. My first guess would be your word or a promise.
Yeah, it's in it clocks, but she doesn't say it. She just have it in her head. Which then, with that, her eyes open wide, and that's where the story ends.
And being, okay.
Mm.
Until your friend
Yeah.
provides you with more information about the continuing adventures of Crimson. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
very D&D focused episode today. Neat. All right,
Yep.
well, we don't really have anything else to go to. We've got like a minute left before we hit the hour mark, so we might as well just cut here. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning in to this episode of Jibber Jabber. We'll see you next week if all goes well. So, we'll see you then, people. Keep listening.
Ta-ra.
The game.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you didn't play outro.
God damn it, Crow! You made me lose the game.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.